Hello, everybody. Hello. Happy Thursday. It's ATC Card Thursday. I'm excited about this one, you guys. I'm in a little bit different position. I'm trying to have you guys so you can see better. So let me know how you like the camera, this position. I would love your feedback on that. So if you're catching this part, it's probably the replay. So hashtag replay, heck, hashtag live, and tell me you're here and say hello. I would love to know where you're coming from. And if you are new to me, welcome. I hope you come back. We have a lot of fun here, especially on Thursdays because it's ATC Thursdays. Can you guys see okay? Hello, Melissa. Hi, Mom. You guys, I am super excited about our ATC tonight. So welcome on in. Hello, Tony. Hello, Sue. So you guys, I'm excited about tonight's ATC. So if you are new to my page and you just joined, I wanted to just introduce myself a little bit. Every Thursday, we do ATC Thursday. And if you don't know what that is, it's Artist Trading Card. So I kind of pulled together, you guys, I have this little book that I have a lot of the ATC cards that either have been given to me or some of my favorites on all of the different series that we have done. So if you guys happen to see like little albums and stuff in the thrift stores, these are perfect to hold your ATCs. I am excited for this one, Tony. Yes, I really am. So if you guys hear a dog barking, it's my neighbor's dog. He hasn't been quiet most of the day, so I'm sorry ahead of time. So, and then also another way you can display is you guys always find these like little photo holders. Well, they're a perfect way to hold your ATC cards. And these are ones that we have done in the past. This one was the mixed media one that we did with the stamps and everything. So hi, Peggy. Hello, Rhonda and Kendra. Welcome on in, everybody. Okay, and then the other thing is, you know, these, I plan to craft with these eventually, but I also have, I have a chat box now. Look at that. I didn't even do that. Hi, Lori. Thank you for putting that in, you guys. If you ever want to know when I'm live, because I don't have, the only consistency I have is Thursdays at 7 p.m. Unless I change that, and I always let you guys know ahead of time. Thank you for opening the craft box. Hello, Lori. If you have like a small shoe box or even like the little photo boxes back here, it's another good way to hold them. Not feeling well, may have to catch the replay. Oh, Terry, did you eat something, honey? Please take care of yourself. There is always, the replay is always available for 30 days, and then I post it over to my YouTube. And if you guys want the YouTube, it's on the top of my page. If you click on the page, my YouTube is pinned at the top. Thank you for opening the craft box. So yeah, these are all just previous ones that we did. So I definitely have a lot of trading to do. I've been making all of these things and not trading them. So, Terry, that's fine, dear. If you need to catch the replay, that's absolutely fine. Okay, guys. Woo. I gotta slow myself down a little bit. I'm a little bit out of breath. I just got out of the shower. Thank you for opening the craft box, you guys. We are only 31 away from 3K, and I'm so excited about it. Next week we're having an auction. It's the Spring is Sprung auction. So if we have 30 people in the auction, I'm going to give out napkin bundles. I think I'm going to do 5 napkin bundles if we have at least 30 people attend. So that's a goal I want to hit. Hello, my CBFF. Oh, yes, my daughter got this for me for Christmas because she knows I'm an 80s baby. Okay, so I know you guys are done waiting now that I have some eyeballs in here. You guys, I came up with this idea. I was on the phone with my mom, and she was trying to explain something to me. And you know how somebody, like, says something, and you picture something, and somebody else is going to picture something else? You didn't take them all to Arizona to keep it crafty with Sandy? No, I didn't. I did not. I should have definitely gave out some there. Lord knows I have enough. Okay, so I'm gonna get my inks out. So I was on the phone with my mom, you guys, and she was talking to me, and she was telling me about something, and she was like, I don't know, she was telling me about a card she saw. And I was like, hello, Marlene. And I was like picturing this card, and then that's not even what this lady had done. So then I am like, oh, well, hi, Amy. So I'm like, well, I just came up with an idea. So this is my idea, and I did a few of them today. I actually did this on a small video play. So if you don't want to watch the whole video of us talking and everything else, I am going to post a how-to video because I show you step by step, and it's only a couple minutes. It's kind of fast, but you guys could always, you know, watch it a couple times. Okay, guys, so we are making cute little egg ATCs, but in the egg, you open it up and there's a surprise inside. Look at that. Can you guys see? Like, I have to like get my lighting right. Can you guys see that okay? Oh my goodness, isn't that cute? So that is what we're going to be doing today. This is the first one. And then this is the second one. And then, like I said, you open it up and there's a surprise inside. It's another little, it's like a little printable inside I did. So these are the ones we're going to be making. I already kind of started on one, but we're going to make a couple of them. And for an extra special surprise, I'm going to show you, for those of you that do Magnolia or have a friend that does Magnolia, you may want to hit up their website and see what little minis they have available. Or the other company too, it doesn't matter, but we're doing a Magnolia. So you guys, I actually found this Magnolia stencil at the Goodwill. And as you can see, it was very inexpensive compared to what we usually, and I know it's backwards, you guys, it's Facebook. They are doing something with an update, so I can't get it to go the right way. I love these so much. I'm so glad. Hello, Kimmy. How are you? I loved your craft today. Oh my gosh. I know I've been MIA for a couple days, but it is okay. That's adorable. I know. Well, we're going to be using one of these today. So you guys, I went ahead and you guys, I actually put this in the very bottom of my suitcase when I took it on the plane with me. Well, it was below, of course, but I did not ship this to me because I wasn't gonna, you know, try it. But I found this in Arizona at the Goodwill. And you guys, it was it is like a great, I know it is a great stencil. So I was asking Beth, she thinks that this is an older one, but I'm telling you, when I got it, you guys, it was brand new. I have been playing with it today, so that's why it's not new-ish looking. But you guys, you know, if you take care of your craft supplies, they will take care of you. So we are going to be using the little egg stencils. Oh, now I know what I'm going to do for my first. I just inspired you? Well, yay! I know. And this was at the bottom of like all these like old albums and stuff, and it was in great shape. It actually got a little bent up in my suitcase because obviously, you know, my stuff was on top and it was laying at the very, very bottom. But it's still in really great shape. So we are actually going to be using Magnolia stencils to make our ATC cards today. So I'm going to work with watercolor paper today. I know I have done this in the past. I got to make sure I grabbed cards, you guys. Let me make sure I have a few to play with. Okay, I do. So, because I've been cleaning my craft room, you guys. I'm sorry I had to get up for a second. I have big goals. Look, we're going to do 4. We already have one done too. But I'm actually going to be doing a couple of them different. Well, I'm going to do at least one different. So, definitely check out your, yay, Sandra. Definitely check out what your Magnolia people have. And some of them might have this one still. I think it's from a while ago, but you can always check with them and see. So I'm going to show you guys how to do the backgrounds first, and then we're going to work on the egg parts, because just in case some more people want to come on. And remember, if you do have to catch the replay or if you have to leave, I am posting a small video. So I appreciate if you guys sprinkle that video out, especially if you're a part of like a group that's with paper crafting or things like that. I want people to know that I'm here, and I'm here with any inspiration, or if they have any questions, and if they really, you know, want to try it out. So, whew, that was a lot to talk about. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just tear off a piece of my watercolor paper. And you guys, I'm going to emphasize something. I know a lot of you, the other company has come with peanuts transfers. Yes. Snoopy, that might be, you know what? That might be worth it. Snoopy is actually, I plan on doing peanuts. I plan on doing peanuts in, I don't know if it's going to be spring. I don't know. You guys, I have so much ideas and not enough time. And if you knew how much craft supplies, like I have like literally in this brain, how many craft, it's just, I could like, if I didn't have to eat or sleep, I could literally do like a whole weekend marathon of just me crafting. And then you guys would get bored. But it's okay. All right. So if you guys are new here, you'll see kind of how I do this. So I'm going to take my cards and I'm just going to glue them onto my actual piece. And this is like my, you love Snoopy too? Everybody loves Snoopy. I don't know anybody who doesn't. My aunt really loves Snoopy too. So, and of course I bought those sweet tarts thinking I was going to make Snoopy cards, and silly me, that never happened. Oh, look at, I grabbed the queen and the ace. It must be my lucky day. Hi, Denise. You did get them? Tony, I'm so jealous. Tony, you got to send me a picture. Did you already get them in the mail? I bet they're sold out, girl. Denise, you were it was so much fun being in your live last night. I absolutely loved it. You're like my little rock star. And I literally, truly mean that, because you always sing in your lives, and it's such a great thing. It's just, it puts you in a good mood. I don't know if y'all want me to sing on my lives. I really love those glue sticks. Yes, thank you for writing a good review. You know, I'm glad somebody did, because I was like, I wonder if anybody's going to give me feedback about this glue or if it's just me. Because, you know, I'm a little different. Wish you did more than one night of ATC. Oh, and you know what, Tony? I was actually thinking about when we go to do the junk journaling, I'm almost afraid to say it, but I was thinking about alternating ATC and junk journaling. But I think a lot of you might be unhappy if I do that. Hello, Frandy from Beth's Page. Oh, hi, Shauna. It's a welcome on in. Yes, Beth is my neighbor, one of my crafty besties. She's like a neighbor. She doesn't live very far away, and we get together sometimes. And we just went to Arizona. So, we found each other through an event, kind of like the one that you saw her in today. I was on her live for a little while. I was eating, so I didn't get to see all the comments, but you love that glue too. I got the sheriff bracelet. Yes. Okay, awesome. Yes, just PM me and tell me what I owe you. Because I definitely want to get that. Okay, so that's all we're doing. And Shauna, welcome to my page. On Thursdays, every Thursday we do ATC cards. And it's basically just a card that you create yourself. We do all different types of cards, and then you trade it. And there's different Facebook trading groups. I don't do the trading part. I just kind of give you guys the inspiration and ideas. So now we're going to cut these little bad boys out. And I'll probably, let's see. These ones are a little funny. They don't have like the corners in two areas. They're the Dollar Tree ones. They're not my favorite, but I kind of want to just get through this stack so I can get different ones. But you guys, they have the cutest cards at Dollar Tree right now. I've seen Garfield ones and Star Wars ones. What company has them? Oh, you talk about the Snoopy? You can go ahead and put it in here. I'm not affiliated with any of those companies. I know there's a Chocator. People call it CC. Or there's Magnolia, and I know people have their favorites, and, you know, we don't judge. We just keep, you know, rolling with the punches, because you know what? Not everybody's going to love this Scotch glue, but I'm all about it. Something new to me. It is something new to you? Have you heard of them, Shauna? Well, tonight you're going to get a little bit inspiration. Look, we're going to make these out of our Magnolia stencils, but we're putting a surprise inside the egg. So we're going to make like a little door, almost like a little plastic egg. It is Chocator. Okay, that's what I thought you meant. You can make an ATC card to go on a junk journal page. Then we're all happy. This is true. This is true. Yeah, I don't want to do that to you guys. So I think maybe I'll start doing things on Sunday. Because Sunday it can be a pretty either slow day or a pretty busy day. Sunday is the day that I usually have for my daughter and I. But she just went back to work. Today is actually her first day of work. So I'm very proud of her. It's about time. Hi, Nina. Oh my gosh, you guys are so funny. So she works over at Carrabba's now. So it's not too far from the house, and it's easier for her to get to on her own too if I'm tied up like doing a live or if I'm working or something. So everybody wish her luck. I hope this one stays. Her last place was really degrading her, and it was not a good situation. Like, they didn't like that she didn't wear her tight jeans. They wanted her to wear tight jeans all the time, and she's very uncomfortable wearing tight jeans. So, it's good to see you, Nina. Okay, so we're going to keep this piece because we're going to use this to do the eggs. I'm just going to do a quick thing with, I think we'll do 3 backgrounds. We'll leave this one plain for now. We'll see how long you guys want to stick around for. So I'm going to go ahead and put my glue up. So now we're just working on our backgrounds. So the way I did my backgrounds is I just did some distress ink. That's all I did. Oh, thank you, Marlene. Yes, now she can pay for her stuff and everybody's happy. Okay, so you guys, I recently was at Bottom of the Bin, and you guys, look, I have to show you. I have to give a shout out. Stephanie gave me this a while ago, and I forgot I had it, but it's a bracelet, and it says BOTB, and it's Bottom of the Bin. So I have my own Bottom of the Bin bracelet. I'm super excited. I'm working on Junk Journal right now. You are, Amy? Amy, send me a picture. I want to see it. I'm so excited. Okay, so if you guys aren't familiar with Bottom of the Bin, it is a consignment store that strictly just crafts. And recently, obviously, I went to Michael's and I got some stuff on clearance. But recently, they had a shipment come, or not shipment, but like somebody came in with all of their distress inks. So I got these at a steal. They were, the little ones were like $1.50. So I'm going to use some of my green, some of my yellows, which I thought I had a yellow open. You guys, I'm so excited to use these. I didn't even open half of them yet. That's how excited I am to use them. But I'm excited to use them for you tonight. Actually, we're going to use the squeezed lemonade. I wanted to try that one. And then this is a different yellow. And then we'll use wild honey. And then we're going to use a pink one, which I think we're going to do. I had some pink ones open. I thought I did anyway. I'm just playing on my distress inks, y'all. Let's see. We're going to do Victorian. Yeah. And then the violet. So we're just going to work with these. Let me open up some of these new ones here. These are cute. I know, aren't they? My mom was talking to me about somebody in the ATC group. And if you guys are interested in trading and you want the name of this group, I don't think we can tag the group per se, but my mom and I can tell you what the name of the group is, so you guys can join. The orders are fun. Or the orders or the color. Oh, the oxidides are fun. I was like, the orders. You guys, you're a little further back for me today, so you'll have to excuse me. Okay, so I think I'm going to put a little bit of green because we're going to act like the egg is in the grass. So I think all of them are going to have the green. And then we're going to mix some other colors in. Now, some of them already have this at the bottom. I was going to say, I pray I grab this for everybody. And then I have my little ink things, which I thought I had an open one, but I thought I had an open one. You know what? We're going to use these too, because I still have some of this. So that's fine. We'll use some of those. So I'm going to go ahead and put some green on the bottom of all of these. That's where I'm going to start. And these can be whatever you want. You don't have to do, well, that would be great if I put that on there, Christy. What I do is I just kind of rub it in and I just work it in there. And it's okay to apply as little or as less pressure as you want. Also, if you're working on a nice mat and you don't want that to get ruined, you can just put a scrap piece of paper down, like so. We're just gonna work on this. I want you guys to be able to see, so. All right, so we're just kind of working this in, and we're just doing grass right now. And you could do as little or as much as you want. You could even like make it deeper in some areas. And these are fun. Kimmy is absolutely right. They are so much fun to work with. They're very therapeutic too. So, very therapeutic. I think I'm going to put this other dark one is in green. I have this one too. This one is called Rustic Wilderness. So I already have the little thing for this one. These I got off of the Moo, you guys. They're the little finger ones. See how just different that looks? Okay, so now we have some green grass. Now we're gonna work in some other colors. I'm gonna put this one away because this one's pretty dark and that's probably about all dark I wanna go. So then we have this one, which is the Victorian Velvet. And you guys, with these minis, you can just pull off the little piece and just put it the ink side down. And it just stores like that. They're really easy to do, the minis. I think that's why, Marlene, is this why you love the minis so much? I think it is. Okay, I'm going to do this side for this one because I don't know where my little felt pads. I think I left them in over by my desk. Okay, so I've got, this is the the Victorian Velvet. So it's like a light pink. So I'm going to put it on a lighter card. So I'm just going to go ahead and work that in. And you guys don't have to do too much detail because of course we're going to cover it. So, and then I will do a little bit of purple on top. Just a little. If you want to, you know, just kind of do the corners, you can do that. And you can blend them together. So there's our first card. Not really, but you love the minis. I know my crafting start is getting bigger. Oh, your crafting stash is, it's always going to grow. It's always going to grow, Shauna. I'm telling you. I used to, if you watch, I think I put a replay of my first crafting, one of my first crafting videos. Girl, I was in a laundry room. So I hear you with that one. I hear you. Oh, I like the minis too. Yes. Love the idea of storing the pad inside. You know what? I wish I could take credit for that, but I can't. It wasn't my idea. Okay. So this last one, well, no, there's two. So I think I'm going to put a little bit of yellow. This is a very vibrant yellow. Almost kind of blends in with the green very good. And then I'm going to do, where's my other one I had? I'm trying to use what I have, you guys. I'm going to get another. I think that one's out there in the living room. I don't want to bother my husband. So you guys, my husband's birthday is Saturday and his family's coming to do a, I don't know. They're going to like do a party for him and stuff, I guess. He didn't even want any of this stuff, but he's getting it anyway. Oh, it's kind of funny. Like, nope, you can't skip your birthday. It ain't happening. Okay. So see, I just kind of blended those two together, and that just makes a good background. Now, to go a step further, you could use the side of your ink pads, and I am just kind of going around the edges just to kind of define where the card is. And sometimes I just go a little bit in the corners. I don't know if you guys can see that. Can you guys see that? Okay. And it does not have to be perfect at all, but I just kind of go inside the corners just to kind of define the actual card. And it's okay if that happens too. So that's probably a little bit more yellow than I wanted it, but that's okay. All right, and then this one, I'm gonna mix some purple and this color, the faded jeans. Or this color in the faded jeans. My bad, I don't know why I said purple. I think I was looking at the purple. And I'm just blending, and it's not gonna hurt your pad. You just don't want it to get it too wet. I wouldn't recommend wetting this. Okay, and then do I have one for faded jeans? No, I don't. So I'm gonna flip this over. And then I'm gonna start off by just doing kind of darker on my edges. And then I'll blend it. So even these themselves make a really good card. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and cover up my inks. We're not done with our inks, but we're done right now with our inks. We're gonna do some more. I just wanted to try to get some of these vibrant colors are probably gonna work best for the stenciling, okay? Because we're gonna stencil. All right, so now we have our backgrounds. We have 4. Now, I'm gonna leave this here. Move this and that. Okay, so now you guys, I'm going to take my watercolor paper. Hi, Cheryl, thank you. Okay, I'm gonna take my watercolor paper, and then I'm gonna choose one of my eggs off of my stencil. Now, if you guys are new to stenciling, like me, I am not a stenciler. This is my first Magnolia stencil I ever purchased. The other few I have been given to me, and I still have yet to use them, but that's okay. We're gonna have fun today. So I'm gonna choose whichever one I'm gonna work with. So I think I'm gonna do the spotted egg up here. Now, I will say today, I went ahead, it all comes in one sheet and they're all kind of together, so they're not separate. So you would have to go and cut them individually, and I already did that today. So I cut all of them out individually. So I'm gonna go ahead and peel my stencil off. Now, the most important thing to this is you wanna fuzzy your stencil. And by fuzzying, I mean, you can get yourself one of these little sink mats from Dollar Tree. Hopefully they're still $1.25. If not, it's still worth $1.75. And we're gonna just fuzzy this up a little bit. Just twice should be fine. It's not gonna hurt anything if you don't, but you don't want it to stick to your paper too much. So I'm just gonna fuzzy this up, and this is so that it doesn't adhere too much to the paper. Now, here's the important part. Depending on how you want your egg to open, I'm just doing it like a book, like opening it like a book, like this. So what I want to do is, I'm going to go ahead and line up my egg on my paper, and I am going to, I think I'm going to do it right there. You want to put it on nice and straight, and you'll see how I'm going to cut this in just a minute, okay? So for now, I'm going to go ahead and just use, I think I'm going to mix purple and the wild honey together. So give me 1 second here. Gotta remember what colors I used. So the way I'm going to do that, I'll dab it a little bit here just so I can get rid of some of those soaked colors in. And then I'm going to take it and I'm just going to go over my Magnolia stencil. And I'm going to do it at an angle so it kind of makes almost another pattern. And I'm going to do it again just so it's nice and vibrant. Okay, it's not going to hurt it. Now, I'm going to take this one, because this one is my wild honey. And this is the wild honey. Not to be confused with the wild honey, the group. I should use this in the next wild honey event I do. And I'm going to go ahead and kind of just blend it in on my stencil. Now, you see how that's coming off on this side? It's okay if it does that. You kind of want it to do that. But you can go over as many times as you want. Now remember, this is a screen stencil, so it's not going to be the same as your other stencils. If you guys never seen one up close, it's almost like a screen. That's the best way I can describe it. Okay, my comment stopped, but that's okay. So what you can do is you can peel it back to see if you have, you know, all of your colors, if it's all marked in and everything, and it looks okay to me. Now, what I'm going to do, because these are small and easy to work with, I'm going to go ahead and put it down on my mat, and I'm going to use a wet paper towel, or you could use a Clorox wipe. I'm told those are fine, or you could use the tough towels. And Sandy from Keeping It Crafty with Sandy, she literally calls it the Beth towels because Beth uses those. So I'm just using water, and it's only a little bit of ink and it comes right off. So I'm going to wipe this baby clean just with water. You do not want to use a baby wipe on these. I'm told it is not good for them. And like I said, you take care of your craft supplies and they'll take care of you. Okay. And you can fuzz it up and wash it one more time, but that should be fine. All right, I think we're going to do one more of the ink. And I think I'm going to use the heart one. I think I'm going to make this more of like a pink and white egg. Hold on, you guys. I'm trying to keep my stencil nice. Now, I want to use the other side of this paper because that's how it's going to cut. Hi, Sharon! So I'm going to take this all the way over here for now. Okay, we're going to lay it down over here. Now, I'm going to go ahead. You guys can see what I'm doing, right? I'm just fuzzying it up. And you guys, I still have the tag on this because I don't need the big old thing out right now. These are just little stencils. Okay. And I'll put it down. And remember, I am using watercolor paper. I have not tested this on any other kind of paper yet. I probably should, but I'm not gonna right now. We'll see what happens. Okay. I'm just kind of going across it. And I'll probably do one more egg, but I'm gonna get to this before we move on. I'm gonna get to how you put it together. Okay, so then you just lift it up and make sure that it's how you want it. Make sure it's bright enough. You can even put in different colors if you want. You could probably even go in and do a little bit more of a different color, but I'm not gonna do that. All right, now I'm gonna lay it down on my stencil and I'm gonna wipe it just with water. Oh, let's see. Like how the oxidized looks with the stencil. Yes, has anybody ever used anything other than that? Oh, it's okay, Deborah. Oh, you were visiting with your son? I hope you had a good visit. I visited with my son last weekend. It was very nice. We just had a little bite to eat because the whole purpose of the trip was actually for my hubby. to see his friends, but I got to see him too since I was in the area. So I definitely know how you feel. It's always nice when you get to spend time with your kiddos. Okay, so I'm going to put this back because I wiped it off. And if you lay it flat, it'll go on just like new. Nice and smooth. Try not to get any doggy hair in there because I did today. It was like, oh no. But remember, just water. Do not use a baby wipe. I don't have exercise stuff. It's pretty pricey. Yes. Maybe Marlene can let you borrow some though for this, if you wanted to do this together. Or honestly, Amy, these work just as good. The regular inks, you guys have seen me use this brown espresso one all the time. I mean, these will work too if you have, I gotta figure out the name of that store in your area because I know there's a store. My cousin told me about it. That's kind of like bottom of the bin. But I don't know if it's near you guys or not. Hi, Karen. I didn't see you peeking here. Did I say hi to you already? I don't even remember. Okay, so there we have our 2 eggs. Now we're going to go ahead and make them kind of like a card and kind of so that there's like a little hinge on it, okay? You don't have to do this part. This is just how you make the little peeky hole. Like you open the egg and there's a surprise inside, okay? So what I'm going to do is, watercolor paper is very sturdy, you guys. So this part's it's probably the hardest part. It's just tedious, not really hard. But we're going to fold, and depending which way you did it, but we're going to fold our paper right on the edge of the very end of that egg. So, and you can even go in just a little bit. Okay, and a good tip I do for doing creases like this, if you don't have like a scoring board, because I'm not going to get all this fancy stuff out because some of you guys don't even probably have this yet. I just use the edge of my scissors to fold it. And it works just as well. Okay, once you have that fold, now you can cut it. And this is kind of like fussy cutting, but not really. Like, I'll show you. You're not going to cut up the side because you want that fold there, but you're just going to cut around the side. Okay, just like this. And then if it helps to do like an outline to draw it, you can. I'm just going to go where my ink stopped. And then you'll get in there and you'll straighten it out and make it more round and more uniform looking. Because eggs, you know, eggs are pretty, those chickens do good. They make their eggs pretty perfect. At least all the ones I've eaten anyway. So you can go in and just kind of make your little mark so it's nice and smooth. So you don't have like an odd shaped egg. Because nobody likes an odd shaped egg. Nobody likes a bad egg either. I think they're having a party next door or something. Okay. See, we barely made it with this one, but that's okay. We still did it. So that's how we're going to do our egg. So I'm going to do the other one the same way. I'm going to fold it right on the edge. And it helps, like if you start to see that egg, that's where you know you can fold it down. And it's okay if it's a little off. And then I just flatten it out. And now I can cut that egg out. Marlene and I always share stuff. Oh, that must be great though, that you can just share and just be by each other. I know you're happy to have her back again. All right, so on all your eggs, despite on what pattern and stuff you use, they're all going to look a little different. Because, you know, there are different eggs, I suppose. There's brown eggs and small eggs and large eggs and extra large eggs and all that. Okay, so see how that one looks a little different? But that's okay. That is a-okay. All right, so now we're going to go over the next step. And then I got we're going to try something else that I haven't even tried yet. Okay, so the next step is we're going to choose, I think we're going to do, the pink and purple one with the pink egg. And then we're going to do this one. Or this one. Or this one. Kind of like that. Okay. So we're going to do these two. Okay. So you guys, I found off of Etsy, I had these these cutouts of different prints. And this was actually one that was made for like smaller prints. So we're going to use these. So I'm going to use this little girl. And then I'll probably do this chickie. But you guys can use, you know, whatever you want. All right. Now, the way to put them on here is kind of how we do our cards. So it's kind of like what I call the backwards method. So you can take your light and you can kind of like line up how you want, you know, your card to be. And then you're just going to use your glue. I'm taking stuff to make ATC on vacation in Tennessee, leaving out on Sunday. What a nice, like, relaxing thing to do. And you can get so inspired, Melissa. I don't know if you are following me, but we actually made ATC cards from our vacation things. Since I started this page, I have always been very much into journaling, especially when you have kids and stuff. Like, it helps them, like, especially over the summer, or like even if they have like a spring break or something. If you bring that stuff, you know, along, it captures kind of the memory. You can take your paper and kind of line it up in the light how you're going to want it. Look at that. That's very darling. Now, some of her ears are going to be cropped off, but that's okay because we know she's a bunny under here. So basically, I just put glue on that side, and now I'm going to do like what I do with my normal ATC cards, and we're just going to cut off around it. I'm trying to make it very simple for you guys. I hope this is okay. And then I just kind of cut around my egg. I don't cut into the actual watercolor piece. I'm just cutting into like the printer paper stuff. And then when I get to here, I can fold it over. Dad isn't home yet, but I will have him do it. Oh, okay. And then I just cut off that little edge there. And now you have your sweet little bunny inside your egg. And then all you do is glue it down however you want it. Now, there were a couple things that I did with the other one. But of course I didn't bring my colored pencils in here. But basically you elevate it. Let me do something. This is your card. You do whatever you want with it. But I'm just going to put in some grass. I just happen to have this marker and it was green. So I just added some grass. So now I can kind of place. Now we're going to take the back of this card. Mama and mother-in-law want to learn how to make them. I might get my brother to do one. Oh, that would be so cool. You guys, you know what you should do? If you each do one, you should put them in a shadow box. Like when you're all done with them, and like put it in like, you know, the family home or whatever, like, or in your home, wherever you want it. How cute would that be to like display, and make sure you put your names on them. That is so neat. Okay, so I just put it on the back, and I'm putting this on here. And then I'm just going to use my scissor to push it down, but you can use your credit card or, you know, your little scraper. Now, just for an extra added touch, what I did was I went in, and I can probably do this with this if I find the right marker. Ah, look at that. I got a red pen. Oh, it's red. I don't want red. Hold on. I want pink. Where's my pink pen? I know I had a pink pen in here somewhere. I have purple. Please hold. I don't have my pink. There it is. You can use a marker, colored pencil, or whatever. Oh, thanks, Sandra. Thank you, Sue. Thank you, Melissa. So you don't have to do it every heart, but every like other heart, you can outline it. And that's what really gives it, I think, that artist look. You know what I mean? And it's just nice to just kind of outline your own design. And then what I would do is, I'll probably do this later when I actually have access to my coloring. But you see how that just kind of elevates it when you just outline it with this, like a different color, but like the same family, the shaded. And there's the buddy inside. Now, you can do whatever you want with this. You can put washi tape. You can put a stamp on it, a picture. You can write on it. You can even use another piece of scrap paper, or even a pretty flower would look really cute. I didn't get all that stuff out, you guys, because we're just working on the actual stencil part. So now I'm going to go ahead and put my little chickadee down. So let me do that one real quick. And then we're going to use one more thing. Oops, I got to be careful with this one, you guys. I got to be careful with this one. I may have to embrace that a little bit with something, which we can definitely do. Okay. It's like hanging on by a thread in there. All right, so just to show you guys again, I just kind of glued it with the glue where I wanted it, and now I'm just kind of outlining it around the egg. And the back way, you can actually like see if there's like a flaw with it or not. I don't know. You can always straighten it out too, because then you're not looking at so much. You're just looking at the plain way, and it's easier to notice. Okay, so again, I'm going to fold that, and now I know where to make my little mark. Okay. So there's that egg. Hi, Stephanie. Which Stephanie came on? I know we got a couple in here. Okay. So again, I'm going to go ahead and just do, I have my markers and stuff, you guys, but I really like the colored pencils on this particular one. Here, this is kind of like, and I'm just drawing like little lines for my grass. I'm not doing anything perfect. Okay, so now we're gonna take our glue and just put our egg down. Put our egg down on it. I'm gonna have this one just kind of go the other way. Now, what would be really cute on here is if you had a piece of washi tape, like this one. And just do a stripe. Actually, we can even get that to hold better. Hold on, guys. That's too pink. I want to do purple. This is like one of those ones from Dollar Tree. I think I got this in Arizona, if I had to guess. So we could actually save this just a little bit. I'm going to re-glue this, but look. I can actually use this. Ignore what I'm doing, you guys. Hold on. And if you did cut too close to it, you can save it with a piece of washi tape. Look at that. Look at that. And then you just go in and just cut around it. Sorry guys, I'm blind. I need to look up close to see. And now you have a little bit more saved on this side. Oh, hi Stephanie. Welcome on in. Stephanie Snyder. Are you welcome? Are you new to my page? We're making ATC cards tonight. So we made a little ATC card with an egg and then a surprise inside. Okay, so there's that one. And then, like I said, you can go in with, like, if you have, like, purple or orange. You could even put a little gem on this. Let me see if I have a gem. Like, at the front. It's gold, but that will work. Look at that. Put a little gem on the middle. Like on the side, sort of. But you can put a couple of them. These are just like ideas. So there's that. Okay. Now, there's one more thing I want to do with our Magnolia stamp slash whatever it is. And that is, we are going to chalk paint. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my lighter color card. Now you guys, I had to knead this a little bit. I'm not sure if it's going to be good or not because these are fairly older. I believe I got these from Michael. Yeah, I got these particular ones from Michael's Instructional Crafts. He had sent me some. I may have to add just a tad bit of water, but I think I know which one we're going to do. Maybe. I haven't decided. And it's always distilled water, but it's just for the paper craft, so we might just not worry about that part. But I have my little container. So if you guys have like somebody that you usually get your, you know, stencil stuff from, you can ask them, hey, do you have any samples? Because you could sit there and make a couple different cards. Okay. I have this all over me, you guys. Hold on. I'm getting to be a mess. Very cute. So cute. Adorable. Thank you. I worked really hard on getting that idea together for you today so that we're not here all night. So I think I'm going to add just a tad bit of water. Just to kind of make it like that. So this is eucalyptus, okay? So I'm going to use my little speckled egg here. Let me see which one I didn't use. That's the one I used. I used the heart, and I used that one. This one almost reminds me of a leopard. So we're going to do a leopard print one. So again, we're going to stencil, fuzzy up our stencil. Stencil, fuzzy it up. Thank you, you guys. I hope this will inspire you that you can use your minis. I think we're going to do one more too. So we'll see how that can come out. All right, so I want to line up my stencil the way I want it on my egg. We're just going to do it straight onto the ATC card with this one, okay? I'm being brave, you guys. I'm being brave. Now, I'm going to use my paste, and please be nice because I don't ever really, this is like maybe my third time doing paste, maybe fourth. Okay, and then we're just going to paste it right onto the egg. You guys, this is addicting too. I'm telling you, these are so funny. Okay, once you have your paste on your egg, I'm going to put this here. Can you guys see what I'm doing? I got to watch the rest on replay. Matt and I are going to, oh, you're going to, oh, Malachi, you're going to a movie? Which, is he feeling better, Sandra? I'm glad he's feeling better. Okay, I need a little bit more at the top. That's one thing with these stencils. You can pull them back and see where you need more or not, you know? And it's okay if you use, you know, I think it's okay if you use a thicker layer. At least you know it's covered. So has anyone ever done stenciling on paper? Ooh, you know what? It's kind of coming up in the stencil a little bit. I don't really like that. But that's why I'm here, guys, to be your guinea pig. I don't know if I'm going to do one more layer, and then if not, we're just going to call it quits. Because I think it's the paper that's sticking to this. I must have not fuzzied it enough. But let's see. Oh, there you go. That didn't come up very much. I think it's too much. The paper, I think, is sticking to it. But again, it's not the best. Hello, Southern Bougie Creations. How are you? Take off the extra, you said? We can still save this. Here, let me do this. Like I said, I am no expert when it comes to these things. Stenciling is not my thing. It's not my thing, my peoples. I probably have to go soak this in the sink. I'm just saying. Yeah, because it's still coming up. It's still... Maybe I put too much. Did I put too much, Tony? My grandson did ATC Valentine's for his class. Oh, I remember you said that. Who are you telling that to? Okay. I think I put too much, and I think that was what the problem was. Because you don't need a whole lot with these. I think we're going to try it one more time. We can't hurt anything. All right. I'm going to go back in, you guys. I'm going to go back in. Actually, hold on. Let me stencil this up a little bit. And the thing is, with these little ones, it's still there. I think it was too, hold on, you guys. Ugh. This is why you practice with practice ones. I think it's still thick. I forgot what Lisa and I were mixing. Oh, yes. Tony said yes. I'm so glad you're wonderful. Thank you for peeping on in and seeing what we're up to today. We are just making ATC cards, and this is like my third time stenciling, and I wanted to try it on an ATC card. So we're going to see how it works. Tony says it's because I've used too much. Well, let's see. I think it's because it's on paper, but we shall see, my friends. It always can be salvaged. Okay, let's see if that's any better. Oh yeah, that's much better. Look at that. Haha, I'm so glad you're here, Tony. Look at that. There it is. Yay, it can be done. It can be done. So I think just for, you know, shakes and giggles, I think we're going to do one more, but I have a different stencil here. Hold on, you guys. I want to use the baby wipe on just my hands, not my stencil, because now I have this eucalyptus paint all over me. All right, there's my other one. All right, I have this one over here. What did I do with it? What did I do with it? There it is. It said farm fresh eggs. And we're going to put that one on there. And then we'll do a background later. Like, we'll do it at the backwards mode. All right, let me fuzzy this up. Fuzzy, 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 fuzzy. Sherry, you can help them book a trade artist, the ATC group. Yes. Hi, Donna. Yes, I'm so thankful that Tony's here tonight. All right, I'm going to place it more toward the bottom. Okay. I'm going to try this again. I know you're supposed to put it with distilled water, but it's going on paper, so we'll see. I don't know. I think this is still kind of thick. But this is how you play. This is how you play with your stuff. You just get it till you get it right. All right, let's see. Oh, it comes out pretty good. It almost looks distressed. Look at this one. Isn't that one cute? Hi, Ty. That one's pretty good. That was pretty good. It almost looks kind of distressed a little bit by itself. So I would probably just go in here and get the corners a little bit better, you know, just color it in. Or you can add, you know, your oxidize around it, however you guys want to do it. But yeah, that's what I wanted to show you. So it can be done, you guys. It can be done. Let me do... Mom, I think are we gonna start doing the giveaway every month? My mom is gonna start doing the giveaways again. She had to stop for a little while. But every time that you pop in here on a ATC night, you go in for a drawing, and then my mom sends you a card. She picks a winner at the end of each month. So I'm definitely going to I think I'm going to take these to the sink to clean them off. But I think we're going to start doing that again, right, Mom? All right, let me get this off real quick. I'm just using water. You can use your, whatever you have. But I'll probably take this one over to the sink because this one got a lot on it. But like I said, you guys, if you take care of your craft supplies, they will take care of you. Definitely. So I need to clean those. But before I go, let me just show you. I still have it everywhere, you guys. I still have chalk paste everywhere. I think I had fun with the chalk paste tonight. Mom, did you answer? I don't know where she went. Okay, so these were our cards tonight. You gotta let me know which one is your favorite with the little peekaboo eggs. Okay? Yes, my mom said yes. Okay. So starting tonight, I'm gonna start writing down everybody's name that comes up and then comments. And there's another peekaboo egg, and then there's this peekaboo egg. And you guys can even go further and put, like, you know, green yarn on the bottom and everything. So we got those, and then we got these. And then I'm definitely going to play around with this one, probably with some stickers. So, are we doing ATC for Easter like we did for Valentine's? I think in the spring we're going to, yeah. So it's technically spring now. So would everybody like to do the spring challenge? Well, you know what I'll do? I think I'll wait till April to do that, and then it'll be by I'm trying to think, because it's almost April 1st. You don't have to we don't necessarily need to do it for Easter. Did I just put chalk on my face, you guys? I probably did. You love all of them, Melissa. Maybe next time use a little wax on paper. Wax on the paper. That's interesting. I'm going to try that, Tony. I'm definitely going to try that. Look at how cute these are, though. I mean, oh my gosh. And that's using Magnolia Stencils and then just folding your paper and making them like that. Melissa, let me think about that, because I don't think we necessarily need to do it for Easter, but definitely for like the holiday, because some people don't do Easter, and that's okay, or some people isn't their favorite. So I think we'll just do one for spring in general, and maybe we'll start it in April And then all the names will be in by middle of April, and then we do the exchange at the end of April. That way we're getting into May before we get crazy with Mother's Day and everything. You guys, I have some really good ideas for Mother's Day too. So I cannot wait until that. You love them all? Oh, Karen, thank you. Well, thank you to anybody who was new that joined me. I hope I didn't bore you to death. I hope you learned something fun. I'm going to play around with these a little bit more. I will let you know about the wax Tony. That's a good idea. I might try that on one. Definitely. I got some more printouts here. Like, I got all these other little ones that I want to try. So I definitely am going to think about that. So, but yeah, let me know if you guys are wanting to participate in that. I'll make a separate post, but it'll probably not be till April 1st. Because right now I just have to figure out what all. So tomorrow is Friday. It's Fun Friday. I know I was kind of MIA a lot this week, but that's okay. Sometimes we need mental breaks. But I will do a Fun Friday for you tomorrow. It may not be as late because hubby and I have to go shopping and different things. And it's his birthday weekend. So I will be kind of in and out of the comments on people's events and lives. But I adore you guys. Thank you so much for joining me again. This was a very fun ATC night. If you guys are inspired and you make something, make sure you go ahead and send me a message or send me a picture so I can post it to the page and share. I think we'll definitely do an ATC card for trade for spring though. I don't normally do the you're in. It helps not to pull up the paste. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yes, I'm totally new at this. Don't send me your Snoopy things because I will probably ruin them still. But hey, this was a really great find for $2.50. I'm telling you, it's a great piece. But I also have, you know, this, I know that some of this stuff is outdated and everything, so I probably have to use it up because it does expire. I do know that. All right, guys, well, I'm going to go clean my stencils. Sorry, missed you. Watch the replay. Oh, Amy, you have to. We made the cutest little, like, peekaboo egg cards. Like, it's a little egg, and you open up the egg, and there's this, it's almost like a prize inside, a surprise inside. You have to see. And we worked with Magnolia Stencils for them. So, all right, I'm going to stop chit-chatting. I love you guys. I will be on tomorrow. I don't know what time. I will send out a telegram or I'll post. And I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Bye, guys. Love you. Oh, thanks, Tony. I'll tell him.